To learn how to play the piano, you need a piano tutor, right? For art also. Through looking at a demonstration close-up, you can hear what he thinks and how he does it, and hopefully you could learn a trick or two. I try to have a different approach on this one. I knew that this is going to be the head. I knew the shoulder hovering, the end of the cloak, a wing possibly, but I try to treat it like the girl with a bandana, to have shapes here and there, and then black shapes here and there, gold shapes here and there, to balance the page without finishing the whole thing. That was the planning, and probably that still is the planning. I did something funny the other night, looking at the black lines, thin lines here, so I want to have a repetition there, so I colored the blue line here. However, 2 days later I look at this and I realize if this were just the whole wing is up to here and this could be the background, then I would have made a mistake by coloring these two lines blue, because if the blue is going to be the background, the positive space is the two white lines, which I colored already. So I would have to find a solution to this one. And there are a lot of circular oval shapes around here that needs to be addressed. I always talk about the flow. If I have a flow from that side to this side, maybe it's a good idea to color this area blue, singling out this shape. It's like a heart going from there, releasing it out. And so this is actually not part of the other shapes. I have no clue what these shapes would be or how it is going to look afterwards, but I will have to work that out slowly and carefully. There is just too many oval shapes. I would have to eliminate some in the long run. So let's see, I'm going to color this area blue and see how that works out. A question you might ask, and that is, if I color this whole area in blue, what happened to these lines? I have explained in the previous videos that some of these lines have to be omitted. Not all the lines would be kept. So because this line goes in and out, I would keep this line. And because this line over here, it traps a shape which is kind of interesting with a hook backwards. So I would keep this shape for now and see. And if you see a circle here, the circle doesn't really have any significance to the whole. There's not much really circular shapes around to call to it, so this would have to go.